What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today, man, I really need to talk to you guys about this challenge because it was just outrageous, completely ridiculous. So, uh, there has been a challenge in Clash Royale where you play like in double elixir, then triple elixir, then 7 elixir, and man, these guys, at least the ones that I've played, really do like Golem, huh? They just, man, it's just annoying. It gets to a point where they constantly repeat the same play. Uh, like, okay, I can't give that many excuses because in ladder I also play with an outrageous deck. But it got to a point where it was extremely annoying to just play against the same deck every single time, or at least the same prototype. So fuck it, I decided to play with my other deck on that challenge. And man, even though you can kind of consider it counted because, like, I wanted to to play that challenge with a deck that I could quite defend it. And you can either go with something really that like fast paced, or you can try to go with something a little bit more heavier of some kind, just defend it. Well, you have many ways to defend it, but at least those are kind of the ways that I like it. You can kind of go for like some controlled matches where you can slowly, for example, try to take some damage out with the miner. You can try to kind of play with miner control, defending all of that. But even like that, playing against these type of decks in 7 Elixir, it's kind of tough as well. Well, in 7 Elixir you can also try to get to the uh, 3 towers as quickly as possible. You can try to use like rockets and graveyard and whatever. You can try to play it in that sort of way, I guess, as well. But I've decided to just play with what I enjoy the most, and I really do enjoy something a little bit heavier. But even playing with something heavier, even if I have like Executioner, Tornado, Freeze, playing against these decks where they just pop up units after units, it's very tough. And it just shows, like I got still quite some losses, and you can see that most of the matches that I played in 7 Elixir in that challenge was indeed against Golem. There was just like 2 matches that I played that weren't really against Golem, so like I said, annoying, just very annoying. So I decided to be annoying as well. And yeah, I'm going to show you at least this match, a couple of matches that I won against Golem, I guess, for this video. So let's just give it a little watch. Alright, obviously like playing with like in 7 Elixir makes things a little bit easier to my deck, I guess, like to play with my deck because it's very heavy, like in normal conditions. You kind of have to be patient so that you don't really overcommit, but here there's none of that, you don't need to be worried about overcommitting. You can just play and not really having to focus on that, so like in single elixir and in normal conditions, in single elixir you have to be very careful with what you play, and kind of think about that like really well, but there's just none of that. So I'm still burning a lot of elixir. That's something that you should try to avoid, right? I play that Like I got very lucky. I didn't meant to do that. Just slipped like those three muskies into one line. But either way, you played that um, fireball into my executioner, which is kind of decent. And yeah, I was very lucky indeed. Here, what you can do, like yes, fireball, so you can try to make him not defend as much, like attack as much, and make him force the defensive part. Because if these decks, if they consistently put out units after units after units, it gets to a point where it's very hard for me to defend. So you gotta try to balance that with your attack. You know, try to like you have I do like I try to make this deck in order to be like dual line type, so that when I come to these situations, I will be able to not just defend but attack on the other line at the same time. Okay, there are occasions that is not possible, but for example, in cases where my opponent is trying to attack me just on solely one line, I can try to use that strategy, and I could try to make him defend as well, so that he doesn't make a super push on just one line, because that, let's be frankly honest, that's just what most of the players like to do, They like just to these players play on 7 Elixir with Eagle, and they just like to play cards on the bridge, that's just something that they like, like to attack the game. And some, in my case, you with these decks, I think that a really good option is just really to try to not make them think that much about the attack. Let's keep going. So we're up to this point, and there's not really much I have to say. You get to a point where you kind of have to play. Okay, you have to defend, but you also have to attack and play like a couple of graveyards, which I'm actually not doing as much. Either way, it seems that I was very in good conditions in this match as well. Yeah. I don't think he has Tornado, right? I don't think this guy has Tornado, because decks with Tornado in this prototype are very rude against my deck, They can push everything towards one point, they can break the shields of our recruit spirit them easily with Tornado and a bit more, like they can push the muskies, the executioners, so it's really a little bit tough. Here, yeah, it seems that the match was very much in my favor in this match, so let's watch the other one that they won against this deck. Yeah, and this guy has Tornado, so let's see how I actually did this. Do watch. Like, also depends on a lot. These matches also depend on a lot of things, It depends on your initial hands, it depends on what they play, but that's just basically every single match, right? So it's really not just apt what you play, but that's the beautiful thing about games and sports that involves like competition, like it's not really just about you. A lot of things can happen. That's why sports and games in general are so beautiful, Damn, I really need to try to not waste that much elixir in these kind of matches. So let's see how I actually do this, because like you see, it just plays stuff on the bridge, it's pretty damn tough. Then he has Tornado, see, he can pull everything into one place, then he has arrows. It's very tough to just defend, at least with this deck. Either way, I managed to win this, but like I have quite some decent things to defend. But yeah, this challenge is just crazy, I guess to a point where I'm like, what do I do, I just really, sometimes I just really need to spam cards, otherwise I'll be wasting a lot of elixir and you can have a lot of an advantage, so just this old challenge is just crazy. It just gets too out of hand. The good thing here is that it doesn't have fireball or rocket. Like I've lost many matches where like he absolutely neutralized my deck because he has like he can push everything towards the center of the tornado and then he can rocket, and if I try to plan my defensive game with like executioner, like muskies and roller coots, it gets pretty damn tough. Even if I try to defend that with freeze and tornado as well. So you're, like I was trying to say, make him defend, make him think about the defensive game and not thinking that much about the attack. Otherwise, you really don't have that much of an option, really. And just really go from there. And you can see that up to this point, like he was just using the areas to try to avoid receiving that much damage on the towers, and it got to a point where I was kind of in good conditions, right? I was with a little bit of an advantage and pretty much in good conditions to just win the whole match. Just need to keep pushing, just keep going. Like there are still times where I don't know what to do. I don't know, like I don't know if playing that brain hurt right next to the other is like a good option. It's just crazy. You need to think like really, really fast to these matches. Something that's, I don't know. It's not, maybe it's just not up to me really. And yeah, keep pushing, just keep going. I was just like, fuck it, let's just have fun. Let's play Three Muskets. Right, really in his middle of the battle, like let's just have fun. Because that's what this is all about, just have fun with the game. And sometimes when I'm playing ladder, like I know that this is a ridiculous deck, but there are many cases where when I play with this, I just not let him distract me with emotes, so I just really silence the heck out of my opponents so that I can just solely and only focus and have fun with the game. I know that my deck is absolutely outrageous as well, but it's just part of the game. Look at him, outrageous. Alright, let's just watch this match because really thinking about this match, like yes, plenty of counter to my deck. This freaking electric giant is counter to my deck. Bomber is relatively counter, so let's give it a watch results. Well, no, just like what I was saying, like I come to a point in the game where I just really don't worry about whether the cards are hated in the game or not. Look, if you have fun, you have fun, right? So don't let other people's opinions uh, don't let other people's opinions influence that much your life, so it doesn't really matter that much what you think. Look, and the cards are great, okay? I think that like the cards that you use are are great, and you can do a lot with them. And just don't really let other people tell you what to do or not, like always tell you what to do or not. Like there are occasions where okay, you have to actually do what people tell you, but there are a bunch of times where just be you, be be free, be independent, and enjoy the heck out of life. So yeah, try to live to your own manners as much as possible. Like life is 2 days, it goes pretty damn fast, so enjoy it while you can and just live a day at a single time. Don't really rush things as much. Try to enjoy like every single part of your day, and yeah, there is a lot out there for you to enjoy. It only until it competes to to you to enjoy it. And I see many times people that just struggle because maybe they just listen too much to people's opinions. So don't don't really get influenced as much for their opinions. Okay, be you. And with that, let's just watch the rest of this match. I think I'm gonna lose the tower. Yeah, maybe I should have tried to attack the left side tower, but either way, I still am in good conditions, even though I'm quite in the. Even though it's still quite rough and it's attacking a lot, I think I'm still in good conditions. So let's just give it a watch. A final watch on this match. Make this fast. And all the freeze in there. And yeah, GG. Alright guys, I hope you guys are having an amazing day and an amazing week. If you like the video, you can leave a like and a comment, you can turn your post notifications. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.